Fighting for medals is one thing. For the boxer, Billy Collins Jr., the loss was much greater.
And in the blue corner, undefeated in 14 fights, Billy Collins.
It was a big fight night at New York's Madison Square Garden.
Billy Collins was an unbeaten welterweight prospect, a very good young fighter. Hadn't quite made the breakthrough into world rankings yet, but he wasn't far away from it.
And now in the red corner, Louis Resto.
He was matched with a guy called Louis Resto, who was a good, tough journeyman fighter.
Well, you can see right away they came to fight. Oh, yeah. You can see it.
The kind of guy you have to beat if you're going to get into world class.
On the night of the fight, Billy Collins Sr. was in his son's corner, confident of victory. He couldn't understand why his son was in trouble so soon.
All right, put the head under there. Why you getting your brain and back you up? I'm tired of it, man. How you feel? You're hard. Come on. No, he's hard too, man. He's hard. He gets hard too, right?
Collins took the most fearful beating. I mean, it was a career-ending beating. His face was butchered. I mean, his cheekbones were smashed. He took a fierce, unmerciful beating.
All right, that's it. That's it. He's safe. Look at that. I bet they get up and give him a big hand, the whole place.
Despite taking such a battering, Billy Collins Jr. was still standing at the end of the 10 rounds. The decision went to Louis Resto, who then came over to the Collins corner.
He comes to the corner, and I don't know why I did it. He reached for his hand to shake my son's hand, and I reached for it myself.
He went over to congratulate Resto on his victory and tapped him on the glove and felt, knuckles where there should have been stuffing.
You can't hold the commissioner. All the pens on him, damn glove. All the pens on him, goddamn glove.
They gave themselves a physical edge, an unfair physical advantage, by removing the stuffing from the gloves. It was probably the nastiest, ugliest incident of the decade in boxing. I don't think I can recall a fighter in worse shape after a 10-round fight than Billy Collins was after 10 rounds of being pounded by what were effectively Louis Resto's bare fists. I mean, his face was smashed. It was pulp. There's no other word for it. I mean, it looked like he'd gone through the windscreen of a car.
Both Billy's opponent, Louis Resto, and his trainer, Panama Lewis, were jailed for their part in the scandal.
It's like the cartoon equivalent of the horseshoe and the glove. It's something that just shouldn't be done. And in Collins's case, it had fatal consequences because Billy went completely off the rails. Boxing, it was his life, and suddenly his career had been taken away from him. He drank very heavily, and within a year was dead.
If he had quit him the night of the fight, he'd be alive today. I wish he had